The most useful sleep breathing exercises slow your breath and make the exhale longer than the inhale, which nudges your nervous system toward its calmer rest and digest mode. Extended exhale breathing, box breathing, and 4-7-8 are the common ones. Evidence is mostly mechanistic and from small studies, but the practice is low risk. What are the best breathing exercises for sleep? The best sleep breathing exercises all do the same quiet thing. They slow your breath down and make the exhale longer than the inhale. That single change tilts your nervous system toward its calmer, rest and digest mode. The specific technique matters far less than most people think. If you have ever tried to just relax in bed and found it impossible, breathing is useful precisely because it is something to do. You cannot force sleep, but you can lengthen an exhale. It gives a restless mind a small, achievable job that happens to point the body in the right direction. A few honest caveats up front. The research here is real but modest, mostly small studies and well-understood physiology rather than large clinical trials. And no breathing pattern is a switch that turns sleep on. Think of it as lowering the volume on a wired nervous system, not flipping it off. Why does breathing change how sleepy you feel? Slow breathing works mainly by shifting the balance of your autonomic nervous system toward the parasympathetic, or rest and digest side. Your breath and heart rate are linked. As you inhale, vagal control of the heart eases and heart rate ticks up slightly. As you exhale, vagal outflow is restored and heart rate dips. Stretch out the exhale, and you stretch out that calming phase. This is measurable. A 2025 review of slow breathing and heart rate variability found that across studies, slowing the breath reliably raised markers of parasympathetic activity, and the effect was strongest in patterns that emphasized longer exhalations. Russo et al., 2025. A separate single-session study found that just 5 minutes of deep, slow breathing increased vagal tone and lowered self-reported anxiety in healthy adults. Magnan et al., 2021. That is the wired half of being tired but unable to sleep, an arousal system that has not powered down. Slow breathing is one of the few levers you can pull on it directly. How strong is the evidence that this helps you sleep? Honestly, it is suggestive rather than settled. The physiology is solid and the anxiety and relaxation findings are fairly consistent, but studies that measure actual sleep with overnight monitoring are small and mixed. A frequently cited pilot trial had 20 healthy adults do 30 minutes of slow breathing, about 5 breaths per minute, before bed while their sleep was recorded with polysomnography. The researchers saw immediate jumps in heart rate variability and a hint of deeper slow wave activity, but no dramatic change in overall sleep structure, and they flagged that the technique can feel uncomfortable the first few times. Dzambati et al., 2020. So the fair summary: breathing exercises are a low-risk, no-cost tool that plausibly helps you wind down and may ease sleep onset for some people. They are not a proven treatment, and anyone promising certain, effortless sleep from a breath count is overselling it. 3 techniques and how to do them. All 3 below share the same engine, slow breathing with an extended exhale. Pick the one that feels least like work. Extended exhale breathing the simplest. This is the one to learn first because there is nothing to memorize. 1. Lying down, breathe in gently through your nose for a count of about 4. 2. Breathe out slowly through your nose or mouth for a count of about 6. 3. Keep the exhale clearly longer than the inhale. Do not strain for the numbers. 4. Continue for a few minutes, letting the pace drift slower on its own. Box breathing, good if you like structure. Used by everyone from Navy SEALs to clinicians, its appeal is that the rhythm is easy to hold on to under stress. The breath holds raise CO2 slightly, which adds to the parasympathetic, heart rate lowering effect. Cleveland Clinic. 1. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts. 2. Hold for 4 counts. 3. Exhale for 4 counts. 4. Hold for 4 counts. Repeat for 4 to 6 rounds. If the holds feel tense in bed, shorten them or skip the technique entirely. 4 to 7-8 breathing, a longer exhale variant. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. The long exhale is what makes it feel sedating to many people. Because it has its own quirks and a fuller protocol, we cover 4-7-8 on its own page rather than here, making it a habit, not a stunt. A breathing exercise done once at 2 a.m. in a panic rarely does much. The version that helps is a short, unforced wind down you repeat most nights, so your body starts to read it as a cue for sleep. The catch is that counting your own breath while exhausted is its own small effort, and effort is the opposite of what you want at bedtime. That is why a guided session often works better. A voice paces the breath for you and pairs it with a body scan so you can stop managing and just follow along. The Yoga Nidra app has guided wind downs built around exactly this slow breathing, long exhale pattern. Lie down, press play, and let someone else do the counting tonight. That is the short version. The full sourced article and a free guided session to try tonight are linked in the description. Rest well.